Ross and Rachel wanted to be right more than they wanted to be together. Because Ross is so insecure, he can't believe that a woman can truly choose him if she has better options. I noticed a curious thing about Rachel's love life. She notices men only when they are unavailable. Their breakup doesn't seem that shocking anymore. It seems almost inevitable.
We were on a break!
Ross and Rachel might be fictional, but their story is painfully real. Because in real life, relationships collapsed because of exactly same reasons: ego, pride, and the fear of being vulnerable. But to really understand what happened between them, we need to look at the psychology of both characters. We need to understand what kind of people they are to figure out why they behaved the way they did. Hi there, I'm Alona and welcome back. Here on this channel, we analyze famous TV series and movies through the lens of psychology and relationship dynamics. If you love watching TV series and movies and you enjoy studying psychology, this is a perfect space for you. So don't forget to subscribe. And let's get started. First things first, a quick recap. Ross and Rachel were together, but Rachel started focusing on her new fashion job, which made Ross jealous and insecure. So she asked for a break in the relationship. That same night, Ross slept with another woman. Next day, Rachel wanted to patch things up with Ross until she found out what he did. And no matter how many times Ross repeated that they were on a break,
We were on a break!
for Rachel, it was cheating.
Rachel, when you were going out with Ross, did it bother you when he flirted with other women?
No, it bothered me when he slept with other women.
The rest is history. Let's start with Ross. Ross is awkward, nerdy, and let's be honest, a little boring. He is not the kind of guy that the popular girls usually date. In school, he was an outsider. While his classmates partied and dated each other, he studied dinosaurs and wrote weird music. Needless to say, no girl ever noticed him, especially not Rachel, the most popular girl in school, even though he was hopelessly in love with her. It's not bad being nerdy. I was kinda like him, but it's not the most attractive quality for other teenagers. Ross grew up feeling unwanted and unseen, and he took this feeling into adulthood. It took him 9 years to finally ask Rachel out.
We met, you flirted, and then bam! 9 years later, you had me!
Because Ross is so insecure, he can't believe that a woman can truly choose him if she has better options. Even after Rachel becomes his girlfriend, a part of him can't relax. He is waiting for the moment she realizes she could do better. He feels that he is not good enough for her. When Rachel gets absorbed with her new career, it triggers his worst fear: being rejected.
I don't feel like I even have a girlfriend anymore, Rachel.
Ross, what do you want from me? You want me to quit my job so you can feel like you have a girlfriend?
No, but it would be nice if you'd realize that it's just a job.
Just a job?
Yes.
Ross, do you realize this is the first time in my life I'm doing something I actually care about? This is the first time in my life I'm doing something that I'm actually good at? I mean, if you don't get that...
Oh, hey, I get that, okay? I get that big time, and I'm happy for you, but I'm tired of having a relationship with your answering machine, okay? I don't know what to do anymore.
Well, neither do I.
Is this about Mark?
To us today, his reaction seems pretty misogynistic. He refuses to accept that her career is important for her. He turns it all into, you just met a better guy, as if man is all women ever think about. But Ross isn't really angry about her career. He is terrified of losing her. His jealousy is not lack of trust to his partner, it's panic. He doesn't believe that someone like Rachel could actually want someone like him. The more rejected he feels, the more jealous and controlling he becomes. If only Rachel could see that his jealousy comes from pain and insecurity, maybe she could stop things from unraveling. She could make an effort and spend more time with Ross to show him that he is still important to her. Instead, she started spending more and more time at work. She could show him that she is still committed to the relationship. Instead, she went on lunches with her male colleague. Was it her responsibility to heal his traumas? No. But if she wanted to save the relationship, she could have helped him to feel secure again instead of pulling further away. Next, Rachel. Before I ever had an idea to analyze this couple, I noticed a curious thing about Rachel's love life. She notices men only when they are unavailable.
Okay. How did this happen to me? A week ago, 2 weeks ago, I was fine. Ross was just Ross, just this guy. Now all of a sudden he's Ross. Oh, this really great guy that I can't have.
Think about it. She realizes that she likes Ross for the first time only when he comes back from China with a new girlfriend, even though she knew him for years before that. Later, she wants him back after their breakup only when he starts seeing someone else. When he is going to marry Emily, she breaks up with her boyfriend Joshua and flies all the way to London to stop it from happening and confess her love for him.
If you go, you're just gonna mess with his head and ruin his wedding. You know, it's too late. You missed your chance. I'm sorry. I know this must be really hard. It's over.
You know what? No, it's not over until someone says I do.
You won't be able to unsee it now. Why does this keep happening? Rachel, unlike Ross, was very popular in school. She grew up being adored. Men falling for her is her default setting. But when a man doesn't give her attention, when he is distant or taken, something in her brain sparks. Suddenly, he becomes fascinating. And this reaction didn't come out of nowhere. Her relationship with her father is likely to blame for this. Rachel's dad, Mr. Green, is a difficult man. He's harsh with people, he's critical, and merely impossible to please.
You're 74 Lafitte, sir.
74? I ordered the 75. That's a magnificent wine. The 74 is sewage. Why would you bring me sewage? Is that a hard question? Are you an idiot? Is that why you're a waiter?
This is why I told the manager I wouldn't wait on you tonight.
Oh, come on. Don't be such a baby.
On top of that, Rachel had two sisters competing with her for his attention. So as a child, she learned that love must be earned, that affection only comes when you work hard for it.
Did you hear that? My dad's proud of me. My dad's proud of me. Rachel. Oh, yes, sorry.
That's why unavailable men are so irresistible to her. They trigger that same feeling she had as a little girl, the desperate need to win attention, to win approval. And once the attention is earned, her interest fades. Remember one of her boyfriends, Joshua? She spent half a season chasing him.
Guys, come on. I have to meet Joshua. This is my one chance for him to see the fun, Rachel. You know, wouldn't it be great if she were my wife, Rachel?
She dressed up, flirted, invited him for parties. She did everything to be noticed. And once he did notice her, her interest faded almost instantly. When he breaks up with her, she is not upset for 1 minute.
I do.
I gotta go.
Yeah, well, that ought to do it.
For Rachel, the chase is intoxicating, but the relationship itself feels dull once she's won. That's why clingy, emotionally available men turn her off. And unfortunately, Ross, with all his insecurity and jealousy, became exactly that. So while Ross was trying to pull her close, her instinct was to pull away, until she pushed too far and asked for a break. Now that we understand what kind of emotional mess both of them brought into this relationship, their breakup doesn't seem that shocking anymore. It seems almost inevitable. Their breakup happened like a chain reaction, one trigger setting off another. Let's break it down step by step. Step 1. Rachel gets a new job. It's not just a job. It's her first real chance to prove herself, to build a career. And remember her pattern, she is drawn to what feels unavailable. That's not only about men. Her new career becomes her next challenge. She's already won Ross, so the relationship with him naturally loses its priority. Without realizing it, Rachel starts prioritizing her career over Ross. Step 2. Ross feels that he stopped being Rachel's priority. He feels that she is pulling away, and it terrifies him. All his old insecurities come rushing back. She is leaving me. She found somebody else. So he clings. He shows up at her office, he interrupts her work, trying desperately to hold her closer. Step 3. The more Ross clings, the more Rachel suffocates. He distracts her from work and makes her look unprofessional in the office. She starts seeing him not as a partner, but as an obstacle standing in her way. During one of their arguments, she blurts out the fateful words, "Maybe we shall take a break."
Maybe we should just take a break.
Okay, fine. You're right. Let's take a break. Let's cool off, okay? Let's get some frozen yogurt or something.
No. A break from us.
Notice that she doesn't ask to end the relationship. She is asking for a break. She simply needs some space. Step 4. But Ross doesn't hear that. For him, with his rejection trauma, her "let's take a break" means it's over.
I didn't think there was a relationship to jeopardize. I thought we were broken up.
We were on a break.
That, for all I knew, could last forever. That, to me, is a break up.
You think you're gonna get out of this on a technicality?
Look, I'm not trying to get out of anything, okay? I thought our relationship was dead.
She just confirmed his worst fear. He saw it coming. She is leaving him. She found somebody who is better. And when your worst fear comes true, logic disappears. That night, he drowns his sorrows in alcohol and ends up sleeping with somebody else. Step 5. Rachel, who never wanted to break up, gets triggered because Ross has left her after she asked for a break. So the next morning, she wants to immediately get him back until she found out what he did. Did he cheat? For Rachel, definitely yes, because she never ended the relationship. So what is the correct answer? Were they really on a break?
Marcia and Chester are planning on seeing a movie Sunday night. Marcia thinks they're supposed to meet at 6. Chester thinks it's at 7.
For Ross, yes. For Rachel, absolutely not. But here is the thing. The real problem is not the answer to that question. It's the question itself. Ross and Rachel wanted to be right more than they wanted to be together. They fought to protect their egos instead of their love. Neither of them stepped back to ask, why did you do this? What did you feel? Ross was hurt because he thought he'd been dumped. Rachel was hurt because she felt betrayed. Both of them were right in their own worlds, but completely wrong in each other's. That's why they didn't manage to get back together. Even after emotions calmed down, the ego was still standing in the way. A few months after the breakup, Ross started seeing somebody else. Rachel is devastated. She never stopped loving him.
Do you think it's easy for me to see you with somebody else?
You know what? Hey, you're the one who ended it, remember?
Yeah, because I was mad at you, not because I stopped loving you.
Of course, she can't bear him moving on and becoming unavailable, so she makes the first step to get back together. But here is the trick. To get back together with Rachel, Ross would have to take all the blame. He'd have to pretend that their breakup happened only because he messed up, because he behaved irresponsible, immature, and reckless. And he can't do that, because for him, that's not the truth.
She wants me to take responsibility for everything that went wrong in our relationship. I mean, she goes on for 5 pages about how I was unfaithful to her. We were on a break!
Oh my God! If you say that one more time, I'm gonna break up with you.
Fine, but this breakup was not all my fault. And she says here, if you accept full responsibility, I can begin to trust you again.
Both of them are willing to try again, but only if the other person recognizes that they were wrong. And that's the dead end for this relationship. Because true reconciliation is not about finding out who was guilty. It's about seeing the other person's side and saying, I see where you came from. I see what you felt. Neither of them was capable to do that. Ross needed Rachel to see how hurt he was by her neglect. Rachel needed Ross to see that she was betrayed. But instead, both of them were busy trying to prove their own point. That's why their breakup feels so tragic. They never stopped loving each other, but they never learned to understand each other and, most importantly, to prioritize their love. I always feel shocked when people say, we broke up because our relationship didn't work out. So I ask them, did you stop loving each other? And they tell me, no, but it just didn't work out. Behind those words is always the same thing: lack of communication and lack of willingness to truly see the other person. And what do you think? Could they have fixed things if one of them made the first move? And who should it have been? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you liked my breakdown of the relationship between Ross and Rachel, maybe you will enjoy my analysis of the love triangle between Carrie, Bradshaw, Mr. Big, and his wife, Natasha. The link to this video will be on the screen and in the description box below. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. This really helps my channel a lot. Until next time, bye bye.